Hey there, good morning everyone. Wednesday, the 21st of December 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from John chapter 19, verse 15, which reads, "But they shouted, 'Take him away! Take him away! Crucify him!' 'Shall I crucify your king?' Pilate asked. 'We have no king but Caesar,' the chief priests answered." It was a real power struggle. The religious leaders versus the ruler of the day. The tiebreaker was an appeal to self-interest. And that same power struggle is real within each and every one of us today. The scene here is that Jesus is standing in front of Pontius Pilate, who wanted to release Jesus, but the crowd would have none of that. Their religious leaders wanted the blood of an innocent man because he exposed the hypocritical control over the people. Pilate, who was the ruler, wanted control of the crowd because he lived for the favor of man. The innocent man was Jesus. "Away with him," they shouted. "Away with him! Crucify him!" "What? Crucify your king?" Pilate asked. "We have no king but Caesar," the leading priests shouted back. And how right they were. The high priests of the Jews had rejected Jesus as king. But Caesar wasn't their king either. They hated the Romans, and as time would tell, the Romans would scatter the Jews across the earth. An honest cry would have been, "We have no king but ourselves." In reality, each one of us says the same thing when we choose anything or anyone else but Jesus to rule in our lives. "We have no king but ourselves," we say, when greed makes us so busy that we don't even have time to notice anyone in need. "We have no king but ourselves," we say, when we refuse to own our wrongs, to apologize, or even to make amends. "We have no king but ourselves," we say, when we refuse to live by God's design for our sexuality. The throne of your heart belongs to Jesus, not to you. You were purchased at a great cost and redeemed from the sin that is in your life. We would do far better by surrendering ourselves to the lordship of Jesus in our lives. My dear friends, Scripture reminds us in Daniel chapter 7 verse 14, he was given authority, honor, and sovereignty over all the nations of the world, so that the people of every race and nation and language would obey him. His rule eternal, it will never end. May we live like we have no king but Jesus instead. May the Lord be with you, may he bless you, may he cause his face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.